The Poor Boy and the Old Lady Who Sold Trash, a heartwarming tale. The city bustled with life, cars honking, people rushing, lights flashing, but in the middle of all the chaos, a frail old woman slowly pushed her rusted cart down the alley, her back hunched with age and exhaustion. Every night, without fail, she would wander the streets, collecting discarded bottles, cans, and scraps of cardboard. To the world, she was invisible. Just another forgotten soul. But to one boy, she was everything. Liam had known hardship all his life. At just 10 years old, he had already learned to fend for himself, scouring the streets for food and warmth. His parents were gone, lost to the cruel hands of fate, and he had no home to return to. On most nights, he curled up in a dark corner of an abandoned building, shivering against the cold. That was until he met Mrs. Thompson. One particularly bitter evening, Liam sat near a dumpster, clutching his empty stomach, when he noticed the old woman struggling to lift a heavy bag of recyclables. Without thinking, he ran to help her, his small hands gripping the other side of the bag. Surprised, Mrs. Thompson looked at him, her wrinkled face softening into a smile. "Thank you, dear boy," she said gently. "What's your name?" "Liam," he answered, shuffling his feet. "I just thought, you looked like you needed help." From that night on, they became an unlikely pair. Every evening, Liam would meet Mrs. Thompson, helping her collect recyclables. She, in turn, shared her small earnings with him, buying him warm soup, a blanket, and most importantly, companionship. Under the dim glow of streetlights, she told him stories of her youth, of love and loss, of dreams once held and long forgotten. Despite her own struggles, Mrs. Thompson never once treated Liam as anything less than family. She taught him the value of kindness, of hard work, and of never giving up even when life seemed unbearable. "We may have little," she would say, "but love and kindness cost nothing." One day, as Liam was sorting through bottles, he noticed Mrs. Thompson coughing violently, her frail body trembling. Panic gripped him. She was all he had. He couldn't lose her too. Determined to help, Liam took on more work, running errands, cleaning windows, anything to buy medicine for her. The city, which once seemed so cruel, slowly revealed its kindness. A baker, who often saw Liam working, began slipping him extra bread. A shopkeeper gave him warm clothes. The world wasn't as heartless as it once seemed. But time was relentless. Mrs. Thompson's health declined, and one fateful evening, she squeezed Liam's hand weakly. "You have a heart full of gold, my boy. Never forget that."